Good evening, everyone. This light has a history that began with a pioneering English nurse named Florence Nightingale. She often carried a lighted lamp as she moved among the sick and injured to care for them. Since then, the lighted lamp has become a symbol of the care and devotion the nurse administers to the individuals in the practice of nursing.
The nursing graduates have followed the light to today's pinning ceremony. It marks our transition from lay person to nurse and from student to professional.
Good evening, everybody. I would like to introduce the special guests and faculty that are here tonight. Our HCC board members are Mr. Austin Abram, a trustee, Mrs. Paula Lampton, trustee, Mr. William Proctor, vice chair, Mr. John Williamson, board chair, Dr. James Klauber, president of HCC, Dr. David Warner, Vice President of Academic Affairs and Student Support Services, and Mrs. Karen Hammond, Director of Nursing. The following full-time faculty teach in the RN program: Mrs. Dawn Druger, Assistant Professor and Lab Coordinator, Dr. Robin Hill, Assistant Professor, Mrs. Lori Manila, Assistant Professor. And at this time, I would like to call my esteemed colleague, Kyle Edelmeyer, to the podium to give the history of the pending ceremony.
To Dr. Klauber, Dr. Warner, the Board of Trustees, faculty, family, friends, and graduates. As a member of the fall graduating class of Hagerstown Community College, it is my great honor and privilege to welcome you to the pinning ceremony of the RN class, Fall 2021. The nursing pin and pinning ceremony have a rich historical tradition. The earliest badges presented were to those of the Knights of the Order of the Hospital of St. John the Baptist, who tended to the ill and wounded crusaders in the 12th century. The tradition of the nursing pin and ceremonial pinning we know today actually originated in the 1860s at the Nightingale School of Nursing at the St. Thomas Hospital in London. Having recently been awarded the Red Cross of St. George for her selfless service to the injured and dying in the Crimean War, Florence Nightingale chose to extend this honor to her most outstanding graduate nurses by presenting each of them with a medal for excellence. The first pin in the United States was presented to the graduating class of 1880 at the Bellevue Hospital of Nursing in New York City. The pin presented to the graduates was both beautiful and symbolic. By 1916, the practice of pinning new nurses was common in schools throughout the United Kingdom and North America. Today, many schools view the pinning ceremony as an outdated ritual. Some schools have already abandoned the pinning ceremony, and others are considering doing so. The faculty of Hagerstown Community College continues to view the pinning ceremony as an important rite of passage into the profession of nursing. The fall nursing class of 2021 views this ceremony as a symbol of our commitment to the traditions and values of the nursing profession. Our class also views this day with great joy and great relief, as we can proudly say, we survived nursing school. Again, I would like to welcome all of you to this evening's ceremony. At this time, the graduates will stand to recite the Nightingale Pledge. After the pledge, Dr. Klauber, the president of HCC, will give a charge to the graduates.
I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty in my endeavor to aid the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.
Well, congratulations, nurses, and welcome everyone to our nurse graduation and pinning ceremony. It is just beautiful outside. The board knows how much I love the snow. As you can tell from my accent, I'm from the South. You didn't grow up with snow, so you love it every time it does snow. And I'm just so excited for it to be out there. But I do want to tell you now, it is dark. And it has gotten a lot colder, and it might be a little icy. So I want all of you to be very careful as you go back to your car tonight. I don't want any of our graduates having to provide any first aid on anybody in the walk back to the car. But it is beautiful. You know, a lot of people in Washington County, they for some reason take off and go to Florida during the winter and then come back here during the summer. I hope that I'm blessed enough to be able to retire from HCC, and if that's the case, I'm going to be one that goes down to the South in the summertime, and I'm going to come back and stay here all winter. That would be the way I would do it. Graduates, I want to congratulate you on finishing one of the most challenging programs that we offer at HCC. As you well know, the nursing program is not easy. And tonight, in my charge to you, I'm going to tell you directly twice and indirectly once that it is time for you to go take the NCLEX exam. First time is that statistically you are more likely to pass the NCLEX exam the closer you take it to graduation. So that means go now. Not right now, but maybe tomorrow, next week, as soon as you can. Go now. Do not let this get by. Now, you're about to not only have you finished a challenging program, you're about to enter a challenging profession that is at one of its most challenging times. But nothing rewarding is easy. I know that you know that after finishing this program. And if it's a rewarding profession, it is one that will have a meaningful impact on others and those in your world. You know, one of my favorite books is by an author called Rich Karlgaard. It's called The Soft Edge. It's a great little book on leadership if you ever want to read it. But in it, he poses that if you have a meaningful impact on the world or the world around you, that is going to be a better predictor of your lifetime happiness than many other things that you think might make you happy. Maybe you think it's a nice car, nice house, having money, this type of thing. But at the end of the day, as you look back on your life, you're going to look back at the impact you have made in hospitals and doctors' offices and in the world of healthcare. And I would bet that the things that made you happy are going to be the things that changed people's lives. And for that, you are in a very, very fortunate career. Now, I'm going to tell you, when I graduated from law school, they told me two things. We've taught you enough to pass the bar, and we've taught you enough to be just a little bit dangerous in the courtroom. All right, I was just an about average intellect type of person, so I took the bar within a month after graduating from law school, and I passed it on the first time. That was the hint to you that you passed it within a month. Go and take the NCLEX, and you'll pass it the first time. All right, we have taught you enough to pass the NCLEX, and we've taught you enough to be a little bit dangerous in the hospital. That's what we've done with your degree as a nurse. Now, here's the thing. You have to gain expertise in your career. And how do you do that? I would charge to you that the idea of gaining expertise and its resulting success that comes along with it is a matter of practicing and practicing and practicing more. There's another author I like to quote often. His name's Malcolm Gladwell, writes a lot of books on success and things like that. And one thing you also may not have known is our vice president, Dr. Dave Warner, is an accomplished musician outside of his academic world. He's a very accomplished musician. Well, Malcolm Gladwell studied musicians. He studied groups like the Beatles and other famous musical groups, and found that in order to achieve success, those groups had to practice thousands and thousands of hours in order to reach that level of success. And he suggests to you and to everyone else that the meaningful point of practice and experience is around 10,000 hours. So get started, continue to learn your craft, continue to work maybe towards your bachelor's degree, continue to work towards your master's degree. And then one day, for those of you who hated nursing school the most, I want you to come back and teach at HCC, because you'll be one of the best faculty members that we probably have ever had, because those make the best faculty members, the ones who didn't like nursing school. But I'd suggest to you and challenge you that as you go forward, learn as much as you can, continue your practice as much as you can, have mentors in your field, look up to them, learn from them, and go and do good work. Now, the last thing I have to say is to our parents and spouses and relatives and loved ones who are in the audience tonight with your graduate. Please make them go take the NCLEX exam within the next few weeks if you at all possibly can. We have all put in a lot of sweat equity into these fine graduates, not only at the college, but I know you have too. And the fact is, we need to have them pass that exam that first time and be successful. So nurses, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you. I look forward maybe to not seeing you in the hospital, but congratulations and best wishes on a wonderful, wonderful career.
Good evening, everyone. Every year, several graduating nursing students are selected as recipients for the Nursing Awards. And I would like to recognize these special students at this time. As your name is called, please come forward to receive your award. The first award is the Personal and Professional Growth Award. This award is given to the RN student who has been chosen by the nursing faculty. This award recognizes the nursing student who has demonstrated significant professional growth and maturity as they progressed in the nursing program. And a plaque with the recipient's name will be located in the Careers Program building. This year's award goes to Casey Calcedoris. I'm sorry. 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 I'm sor welcome. Congratulations. I actually practiced how to pronounce her last name, and I think I still messed it up, but thank you. The next award given by the Nurses Alumni Association of Washington County Hospital School of Nursing is given to an RN student. This award goes to the student who has the highest grade point average in the RN program, and that takes a lot, and will graduate with high honors. This year's award goes to Helen Tam. The third award is the HCC Spirit of Nursing Award, and this award has also been chosen by the nursing faculty. This award recognizes the nursing student who, despite personal difficulties, persevered, demonstrating clinical competence, good leadership skills, and maintained a positive attitude. This year's award has been presented to Teresa Wolf. You're welcome. Congratulations, dear. I want to see Lori. This is one of my favorite experiences every semester, is to honor our nursing graduates at the pinning ceremony. This year, it's been very challenging because of our COVID situation, and it's changed almost everything in our lives, including your education somewhat, but here you are. You've made it. I would like to offer a warm congratulations to each one of you. Like Dr. Klauber said, our profession demands that you not only care for your patients, but you care for your family members as well. And you made a good decision when you decided to come into our program. It does take a very special person to become a nurse and to care for others, especially in this environment that we have right now. The last Gallup poll that was released a year ago, they haven't released one for 2022. It was January 22nd, 2021. Nurses ranked #1 as the most trusted profession for the 19th consecutive year. More trusted than a wide spectrum of professions, including medical doctors, police officers, firemen, and such. So we have entered into a very good profession, and one that's trusted by the general public. I would be remiss if I didn't thank your nursing faculty who've been instrumental in preparing each of you to become an RN. They spent a lot of time working with you and preparing you to becoming the outstanding professionals that we know you're about to become. And so I'm sure you would all agree with me that the nursing faculty have been very supportive as you have progressed along in the nursing program. Let's give them a hand. Ooh, I'm sorry. Oh, dear. You can tell I'm just a tad nervous. Patricia Benner said nurses today have new responsibilities. Well, Patricia Benner, when she said that, had no idea about COVID yet. We really got into more responsibilities. But your journey as a novice nurse to an expert one will be one of continuous improvement and lifelong learning. Most of you have already started along in this journey. Some of you are already LPNs, some of you are CNAs, and you'll just progress right along. William Osler once said, "The trained nurse has become one of the great blessings of humanity, taking a place beside the physician and the priest." And you're now a member of this profession. Some of you have already been working as nurses, those of you who are LPNs already. Find your voice, be a change agent at the bedside, and don't lose the passion you had for the last 2 years of learning. And don't settle for being comfortable. I leave you with the words of Mother Teresa. "I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples." Work to have the tools so that you will be able to cast that stone and create many ripples. You've been great class. We enjoyed having you. I just concur with Dr. Klauber. I gave you instructions on how to get your ATT quickly. I will send that out to you in email so that if you forget what I told you tonight because you're nervous, that way you'll know how to apply. And congratulations. Please give him a hand. Yeah, come on up. We're going to have graduate remarks from one of our outstanding graduates.
Just too loud. Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, I didn't trip up the stairs, so that's a plus already. All right. So here we are. It's been 2 years since we first walked into the lecture hall with our big stacks of textbooks, our new stethoscopes, and we were told that we were about to embark on the most difficult experience of our lives. We sat in those seats, all doe-eyed and confident, ready to prove that if anyone could handle this, it was us. Then, without remorse or any hesitation, the universe just kind of slapped us across the face. It started when we sat in that same lecture hall, learning exactly what it meant to be a nurse. If you were me, you're mispronouncing the term tachypneic as tachypneic in front of the whole class. We made it through skills labs that occasionally felt like a twisted version of operation, except instead of extracting small objects without hitting the edges, we had to open 10 or 20 packs of sterile dressings without any part of you or the packaging touching the sterile field. The red light and buzzer would have made it much more interesting. Then it was time to start clinicals. It's hard to describe how you feel your first day caring for living patients. Me, I spent most of the time circling around the hallway trying to find the right room and hoping that the patient would still be alive when I got there. As we all started to sink into a rhythm, everything changed. On March 11th, 2020, the World Health Organization declared a global pandemic. COVID-19 would soon become the deadliest pandemic in United States history. There was no more hours in the lecture hall or clinical shifts at the hospital. My bad. Even our skills labs turned into videos of us pretending to insert a urinary catheter at the kitchen table or giving a stuffed animal a baby bath in our bathroom sink. We were all waiting for things to go back to normal. Unfortunately, it's nearly 2 years later, and normal is still a ways off. Being in this program meant navigating something no one was prepared for. Together, we took pivotal steps to overcome adversity so we could get to where we are today. The way we have responded, endured, and risen above says everything about who we are. A wise woman once said, "The knowledge that you have emerged wiser and stronger from setbacks means that you are, ever after, secure in your ability to survive." There are many people in this room that played a distinctive role in our lives over the past 2 years, starting with our family, friends, significant others, coworkers, pets. What you've given us through this journey was more than encouragement or financial support. It was all those mornings before clinicals when you didn't complain about being woken up at 4 a.m. because you knew we were just too exhausted to be quiet. It was those texts you sent reassuring us that we were brilliant when we felt absolute impending doom. It was those times you challenged us by pointing at a mark on your arm and saying, "What's this?" Like we didn't just learn how to pronounce petechiae 2 days ago. Still got a waste. You never got angry when we canceled plans because you understood that those extra 2 hours of studying absolutely makes a difference. You endured quite a bit from us, and you are a source of inspiration and strength when we lost faith in ourselves. We don't need to try to imagine how difficult these last 2 years would have been without you, because we know that without our village of support, most of us probably wouldn't be here. Next, the HCC nursing faculty who held us to the highest standards of excellence so we may reach our full potential. Thank you to the nursing director, Karen Hammond, and Jan in the nursing office for working diligently to help us navigate through the nursing program that would be a turning point for the rest of our lives. Thank you to our professors who challenged us and invested in our education, whether that be responding to our 3 a.m. emails or boosting our spirits when we thought all hope was lost. Our lab instructors and assistants, clinical preceptors and adjuncts who guided us through every skill and never made us feel inadequate. So often you had more confidence in our abilities than we did. The values you've all taught us these past 2 years go far beyond the nursing process or the information in our textbooks. You are the nurses that we aspire to be. To my fellow graduates, thank you for not laughing at me. Coming into the program, I really underestimated the impact that we would all have on each other's education. We entered this program with varying levels of experience, education, and skills, but came together anyway. We leaned on each other when we needed it, and used each other's strengths to support our own shortcomings. We rallied around each other without hidden agenda or expectation of reciprocity. And that's beyond the study sessions fueled by caffeine and desperation, or positive comments after I'll say shaky, sim lab. We were continuously invested in each other's success because we knew that in this program, success was never a constant state of existence. Mother Teresa said, "You can do things I cannot. Together, we can do anything." And here we are. When I look back on things that we endured together and accomplished together, I can't help but believe that one of the ways we learned how to care for our patients was by first learning how to care for each other. Take a moment, think back to our first week of class when Sonia and Michelle asked us to write letters to ourselves about what we hope to learn and accomplish in the next 2 years. I think about that now and wonder what kind of nurses we will all be in 2 more years, or 5 years, even 20 years from now. No one can predict exactly what the path will look like for all of us. But stepping into the world as a registered nurse provides us with a great privilege to make an impact on people's lives and create change in the world. This is a privilege that should not be taken lightly. I urge you all, embrace the skills that we have learned as caregivers, advocates, leaders. Look optimistically into the future. See all the incredible things that we can do. Speak up, make noise, fight the fights that need fighting. Strive to shape a healthcare system that values diversity and supports exemplary care among all races, religions, genders, sexual orientations and identities, ethnicities, and socioeconomic status. Please don't ever lose the willingness to learn or the urge to help people. This class has proved our resilience, our dedication, our compassion so many times over that no one would dare question our ability to do what many others would not. So here we are. This is it. The world is waiting to see what we become. Let's show them. Thank you.
Let us certify the accomplishments of our soon-to-be graduates and formally recognize each of them by name. President Klauber, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, family members, and friends. On behalf of the faculty and administration, of Hagerstown Community College, I have the distinct honor and personal pleasure to certify the Fall 2021 RN graduation class as having successfully completed the associate degree requirements set forth by the state of Maryland and Hagerstown Community College. The students presented today, through their academic accomplishments, qualify to be among this graduation class. I so certify. We will now recognize each graduate by name.
Kyle Adelmeyer. Ohoifa Agbu. Olivia Baker. Alyssa Bachman. Kaylee Bohr. Tiffany Bowles. Nikki Burkett. Carla Croson. Rachel Fenner. Olivia Garcia. Michelle Good. Tanisha Halliburton. Rebecca Hartwell. Heather Hurst. Caitlin Kinsey. Gloria Kitto. Casey Kuthos Theodoros. Nicole Leishman. Courtney Mayo. Christina McMcGonigal. Andrea Minnick. Morania Monroe. Joshua Munoz. Holly Reynard. Aaron Rose. Chelsea Riviera. Marlene Sanchez. Elodie Simons DeFonte. Amy Smith. Christopher Snyder. Megan Straka. Allison Strotterman. Helen Tam. Sarah Thompson. Haley Wetzel. Teresa Wahafi.
Let's give our graduates a hand. We'll now have a special presentation by the graduates. So the platform committee can come down and sit in the third row down, and that way we can watch a video. You want to say something?
Can our graduates please change your tassels to the left side?
It's a little crumbled up. Well, quiet, all right. All right, so now, as we close one door, other doors are being opened. On behalf of all the graduates, we again want to thank all of you who have come to celebrate this special moment with us. Graduates, we have accomplished great things, and through perseverance, we have successfully reached our goal of becoming nurses. We would like to thank each of our professors for their hard work and dedication, for seeing our individual strengths and weaknesses and helping us reach our greatest potential. In addition, we'd like to thank each and every family member and support person for your presence, assistance, and just being there for us. You helped us study, you dried our tears, and you're always there to support us. This day would not be possible without you. As we start out our nursing careers, never forget the principles we were taught by our professors. Let's remember to treat our patients with the care and respect that we would like to receive. Finally, remember the 5 C's of nursing. Be calm, compassionate, confident, consistent, and courageous. Again, thank you for coming. Please be seated for the recessional.